Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 68. At the beginning of this episode, it shows Bulma creeping around in her house. And she's creeping, like, making sure her whole house is secure and shit. And, like, she's creeping around and she goes to this, like, I don't know, this item or material that she has in, like, a glass case. So then it goes to her lab. And it's showing something that's covered with like a cloak or something. And she uncovers the thing that's under the cloak, and it's a time machine. So then Bulma gets inside the time machine and tries to go to the past or whatever she's trying to go to, and she puts that little material that was in the beginning inside like a key, like the keyhole, and she tries to go to the future or whatever she was trying to do, the past, future, whatever. And it didn't work. It said error, and she said she needed a material from that they had in the future or whatever. And she tried to check where that material is in this like timeline or wherever it is, and it turns out it's in the center of the earth. So moving on, Goku's on King Kai's planet, like grubbing on some food and shit, and he starts saying that he wants to wish King Kai like back to life, because like what he did to him like back in DBZ when he had to kill him to like take Cell to his planet or whatever. And he told him the last time that they like summoned Shenron was like back in Battle of Gods when, you know, he was getting frazzled and all that shit. And like they're like trying to find out about the fucking Super Saiyan God and all that shit. When Goku like mentioned that he would revive King Kai started hugging him, and it was strange because Goku starts saying, "I can't breathe." Like, how fucking strong is King Kai? Like, what the fuck? So anyways, after like settling things, saying that he's gonna revive King Kai, Goku just appears like where Bulma, like she's like, I guess right there by the time machine, and he uses instant transmission to like appear right there in front of Bulma. And she gets all frazzled because like he's like right there in front of the fucking time machine. So like she just shuts the light off and says, "What do you want, Goku?" So Goku tells Bulma that he needs the Dragon Radar to look for the Dragon Balls. So he gets the Dragon Radar and takes off. But when he takes off flying, Bulma starts saying, "Oh yeah, I could use the Dragon Balls to ask Shenron like to wish me for the materials that I need." So then it shows Goku like looking around for the Dragon Balls and, you know, flying around, and he's seen an island. He said that it detects there, so he's flying off and shit, like going to the Dragon Ball. So then as Bulma's like on top of the balcony, like thinking and shit, like, you know, trying to be all secretive and shit, Whis and Beerus just appear in back of her like quietly, like they didn't even show them show up or nothing. And Bulma, like, she's like, "What are you here for?" And Beerus was like, what else are we here for? We're for delicious food." And then Bulma's like, "Oh yeah, that's a stupid question, I shouldn't have asked you." Then she takes him to like a seafood restaurant, and they're just sitting there grubbing and playing with the food and like just eating and playing basically. So Goku already collected all the Dragon Balls, and he collected the last Dragon Ball that was like on the side of a rock or something. So then he shows up to Bulma, and he's screaming Bulma like, "Bulma, hey, are you here? Where are you?" And she's not there. She's over there at the restaurant like feeding Beerus like some seafood and crab or whatever they're fucking eating. I think it was crab, seafood, okay? And he notices she's not there, so he just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fucking like call Shenron by myself." So he calls Shenron, and Shenron just appears like coming out of the Dragon Balls and shit. I forgot to mention before, like they did, Goku showed up and all that shit. It showed Chi-Chi and fucking Android 18 and Marin shopping at the fucking mall. I didn't think it was that important, but they're shopping at the mall, and in fucking number 18, Android 18, she starts saying like she wants a gift for Krillin and all that shit, and how he always gets her shit, and how she wants to get him something. So I left that out. It was like before kind of in the middle of the episode, but it wasn't really that important. So, anyways, going back to like Goku, like summoning Shenron and shit. When he summoned Shenron, as soon as he about to make his wish, Oolong, Master Roshi, and Android 18 show up, and they all show up saying they want wishes granted, saying that fucking Master Roshi wants some girls, fucking they like nostalgically brought up when fucking, you know, in Dragon Ball where fucking Oolong like wished for a pair of panties and shit. And Android 18 wanted something for Krillin, and I'm pretty sure that was her wish. And like everybody was just interrupting Goku from like making the wish to revive King Kai and shit. And like then fucking Pilaf sees his chance and he's just getting knocked out by everyone showed up. Fucking Trunks and Goten show up saying they want wishes too, saying that they never get wishes and all that shit. They just arguing with them, joining the group saying they want fucking wishes. So then fucking Gohan shows up out of nowhere with Pan in his hand, and she's all sick and shit, and everybody like frazzled saying like she's sick and shit, and like they just let Gohan take the first wish to wish Pan well, and then fucking Shenron was like, that's a easy wish, and then bam, he just made fucking Pan well again. She just went up and became happy and shit. It was so cute. She was so cute. So after, you know, the first wish was made to make fucking Pan well again, Goku was like telling everybody like, tough luck, you guys like already made the wish to make Pan well again. Now I have to take the last wish. So everybody's sighing and shit. Number 18, blah blah blah. You know, they're all sighing and shit, saying they're not gonna get their wish. So just as Goku was just about to make the last wish, fucking Bulma says, "Hey," and she shows up in a car and hits fucking Pilaf. So when Bulma gets there and says, "Hey," and gets out her car, she starts going to everybody and asking what they want. And then she asks fucking Android 18, and she starts telling 18 all Krillin really needs is her and Marin as a gift, and she starts feeling like all sobby and shit. It's like, yeah, I should have realized that, and then, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Then she starts asking fucking, Master Roshi, what does he want? And he starts saying, like, lots of girls, and fucking Bulma's like, I should have known. And then she fucking starts spending 10 million zenny on some girls, and they show up, and fucking Master Roshi has, like, a fucking, like, heart attack or something from seeing all these girls. He, like, passes out. Then she asks Oolong what she wants. Of course, he wants panties or whatever, and then fucking she pays fucking Android 18 like a fucking, I don't know, it's like a briefcase full of money, and then she just kicks fucking Oolong away and all that shit. So then she moves on to Trunks and Goten, and she asks them what they want granted, and she says, I can't grant it if you don't want nothing, and they don't even fucking know what they want wished. The fuck? They don't even fucking know what they want wished. So moving on, just as Bulma thought she granted everyone's wish, Goku's like, no, you forgot about one more wish, and the wish for me to revive King Kai. So Bulma starts thinking like, if you go get me the material I need from the center of the earth, then you could have the wish. And Goku starts thinking like, won't I die if I go to the center of the earth? And she's like, no, with this special suit that I have, you won't die. Just before Goku was about to leave, the dragon Shenron, he was like, I'm not gonna wait that long, like I have to go or whatever. And so Bulma's like, okay, I'm gonna tell Beerus that you're mean to me, and then fucking Shenron starts being frazzled and starts waiting longer or whatever, saying he's gonna wait and telling Goku to hurry up, that he's counting on him. So then it goes back to fucking Beerus and like Whis done eating, and they're walking out the restaurant, and the owner's like, thanks for coming or whatever. And like Beerus starts noticing that the sky is dark, and why is Shenron still here? And then Whis is like, I feel Goku's like I guess his energy or whatever. and it goes to Goku. Like, he has the material in his hand, and he has like a suit on that Bulma said that he could wear to go to the center of Earth. And fucking Beerus and Whis just show up, and then like fucking he asks Goku, "What are you doing in a place like this? Why are you here?" Then it goes to where everyone's like around the Shenron, and it shows fucking Goten and Trunks playing with the sand and building like a castle, and then it like falls apart. And then they look up, and then it's fucking Whis, Beerus, and Goku. And then fucking Bulma's like telling Goku, like, "Did you get that material all secretly and shit?" And then fucking Beerus is like, "What, this material?" And he has it in his hand, and he was like, "You were planning on going to the fucking past or future, or using it for the time machine, huh?" Or like not angry, but angry like face and shit. So like he like shatters it in his hand, and then he destroys the fucking time machine in her lab. And Bulma's just like, sorry, I won't ever do it again," and all that shit, like on the ground, like crying and shit. When Beerus and Whis and Goku first showed up, Shenlong noticed that like Beerus was there, and he was like shaking and shit. And then fucking Beerus was like, "Why are you shaking?" And Shenron was like, "I'm waiting for somebody to make a wish. I'm waiting for a wish." So going back to where I was, after fucking Beerus like crushed that material that Bulma need for the time machine and destroyed the time machine, just like as fucking like the last minute when Goku was like about to revive fucking King Kai, Shenlong, he fucking like he said he couldn't wait any longer. He just went up, and the fucking Dragon Ball spread across the earth like they always do and all that shit, and said he couldn't wait. So fucking King Kai was like freaking out because he didn't get revived after all. So bam, that was the end of the episode right there. So that was a cool episode. It was like no fighting or nothing. It was like one of them like, filler episodes, fucking cool, chill episodes. Like, it was cool to watch. It was funny. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't one of those fucking just hyped up episode, like fucking fighting, nothing but fighting, fucking just action episode. It wasn't one of those, but it was a cool episode. I'm not gonna give it a rate, cause like, I don't know how to rate it, to be honest, but I'm Jay, and I'll catch you on my next video. Thanks for watching.